Deus meus arriva me. Domine, Domine, exore me, manam vilota grossa ie, manam vilota grossa ie, Domine, Domine, exore me, manam vilota grossa ie, Domine, Domine, exore me.
Jigweeg, Gujamer Tashav, Walter Goodbye. Hello everybody, my name is Niall McConnell. I'm the leader of Shilna Hair and welcome to Ireland's only Irish Christian nationalist broadcast in the whole island of Ireland. So welcome everybody. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Welcome to the show. So we will be bringing on the man who is Michael Coyne. The man who is God, I'm not tired. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning and I just got back from work at 8, so my brain's a bit tired at the minute. So he's organising this protest tomorrow in Kinnegad, County Westmeath. So we're promoting this protest, 7 o'clock in Kinnegad. Let me bring this up here now. If I press this button here. So Kinnegad tomorrow. Kinnegad says enough. Kinnegad says no, enough is enough. Thursday, the 19th of June, behind the meeting at the church, Kinnegad at 7 p.m. Bring flags, family and friends. So 7 p.m. at the church, Kinnegad tomorrow. We will be bringing on Michael Coyne. Now he's the guy organising the protest. So I've private messaged. I've private messaged all the as many big social media guys as possible in Ireland with this image here, hoping they'll share it as well. And it really works when everyone works together. And I don't know why they wouldn't do it, so we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully the rest of them now do share it, alright? So how's everybody doing the live chat? Welcome to the show, everybody. As I said already, my name's Niall McConnell. Sorry we're streaming a bit late. Normally we do it about 8 o'clock, but it's 10 o'clock, so that is what it is. So thanks so much for joining us. So at Kinnegad tomorrow, Westmeath. Now we will be broadcasting live from there. We will be supporting them. We will be broadcasting live. Now I personally can't get down there myself, but a member will be down there showing support for the people of Kinnegad. Like, I don't know, like people in the live chat, right? Look, let's start a poll, right? Because this started to really annoy me. And what I'm talking about is, should all large question, should all large Irish influencers promote all protests across Ireland? Yes or no? So should Ireland? So should all large Irish influencers promote all protests across Ireland? Put a poll up here, right? Yeah, I was in RD. Like, I'm not from RD, but I pass through it when I'm going to Dublin all the time. Influencers, right? Should all large Irish influencers promote all protests across Ireland? So I poll out the polls in the live chat. Let's see now, because I'm promoting all protests, no matter where they're from. I don't know why some people are picking and choosing. I see a lot of the big social media platforms in Ireland promoting the Dublin protest only. Like that. That's the protest that needs promotion the least. We know tens of thousands are going to be on the streets, but the likes of Kinnegad, the likes of Drogheda, the likes of RD, the likes of Dundalk, Roscommon, they need support. They need their protest supported and promoted. And if some of them big Irish influencers refuse and it's not my protest. If people refuse to do it, I'm gonna start calling them out. If they continue to stonewall me and refuse to promote it, it's not my protest. This is Kinnegad's protest. We're trying to raise awareness for every town in Ireland. So already, right, 51 votes, 100% say yes. 100%. We need to start calling these people out if they refuse. I want to give them a little. I need to give them maybe a bit more time, but it is starting to annoy me why some of them are not promoting them. I mean, people with hundreds of thousands of followers who complain about immigration in Ireland all the time, complain about small little towns being destroyed in Ireland, but are refusing to promote small protests across Ireland in small towns like Kinnegad, like RD, like Drogheda, like Dundalk, like Roscommon. All these protests are coming up. They always promote the big ones, Dublin, the ones that don't need promotion, but they'll not share the small ones. They need every bit, if not more, support than the rest of them. Okay? Okay, so well done to everybody for coming in live. My name is Niall McConnell, leader of Shield na HÉireann, Ireland's fastest growing Christian nationalist movement in the whole island of Ireland. And look, just before we bring Michael on here now, right, just a wee thought, a wee ad for the God, my brain's not working today at all. Hey, the guys who are sponsoring the show, Shield na HÉireann. Island of Ireland, and we need you to join our movement now. We are spearheading the campaign against the mass immigration invasion into Ireland. Scroll down below this video, click the link in the description or click the link in the bio to join as a member. You can join from anywhere in the world, Ireland, UK, Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand, no matter where you are from, join as a member now. What do you get if you join as a member? You get this beautiful lapel badge, you get this Who We Are booklet, you get this frame proclamation, you get the Irish tricolour flag, and much more. Scroll down below this video, click the link now, join as a member now. Ireland needs you. Join the fight back. Stop the mass immigration invasion now. God bless you all, and God save Ireland. So yeah, that's the promotion there to join Shield na HÉireann, our political movement, Ireland's fastest growing Christian nationalist movement, the whole island of Ireland. Okay, look, without further ado, let's bring on the man himself. I'm going to mute myself, right, while I call him. I mute him as well, right? So if you don't hear anything, you'll understand why. Ringing now. Let me check the poll quickly. There we go. Hello.
You, sir.
Hi, can you hear me all right?
I can hear you, yep.
Good man, good man. Let me just adjust the audio here on your end. So, let's get straight into it, Michael. We want to discuss what's happening down in there in Kinnegad. You're organising a protest tomorrow, 7 p.m. I'm encouraging everybody who can get out there, show the support for people of Kinnegad, no matter where you're from. As John Wilson always says, an Irishman is a local in every part and town in Ireland. So, just let's get into it, Michael. What's happening tomorrow in Kinnegad?
There's a protest outside the church here at Kinnegad at 7 o'clock, just right beside Harry's Hotel, where these migrants are staying. And it's more or less just everybody comes together that's worried about their children and the females and everyone in this town.
Okay, and now is this, just to get this clear, is this, there is an iPass centre already in Kinnegad, if I'm not mistaken?
It is an iPad. The iPads, they're here in the hotel.
Right. Okay.
You know. Now there's other lads here as well, but they're getting on the bus going to work in Dublin. It's just a certain amount of them stays in the town. They don't work around else, and they're just following people around, intimidating and in and out with terrorists that they shouldn't be in out the back countries where they roaming, if you know what I mean.
Right, okay. And how is the locals feeling about this? You know, when you're walking about the town, you're chatting to people, do they feel uneasy about what's happening in their local town?
They do. Very uneasy. An awful lot of people feel very, very uneasy around them. Walking down by the hotel, there's a little road. It's like a back road around Kinnegad. It's called the Boring Broddock. And it's a lovely place to walk in the evening with your kids and everything else. And people are afraid to go walking there now. They're afraid to go walking out
Yeah, this is the
the
reality.
ring road and that as well. You know what I mean? It's actually sunk into the people in this town. Now, what's going on?
Right, okay. Understand. So
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do.
There is a lot of people concerned.
Yeah, it's not fair that people are living in fear like that. They can't go for a walk, you know, on a nice evening like tonight. It's a beautiful evening here in Donegal. I don't know what it's like around Kinnegad. I'm assuming it's something.
Oh, it's lovely down here now. It's lovely clear evening now. It's absolutely beautiful. And
Aye.
normally you see people walking around and there's no one out at the moment walking anywhere or anything like that. And thank God the young people of the town, all the young girls are going around in groups now. I do see them and there's 4 or 5 of them all together.
Yeah, it's good for the girls, but they shouldn't have to do that. You know, Ireland used to be a very safe.
No, definitely not. But and then what you have is the bus stop for Mullingar to Dublin is outside the hotel, and then if you're coming from Dublin going to Kinnegad or Galway, they're always sitting in the bus stop on their phones, and people have to stand outside, and they'll sit there on their phones, and in the evenings then they'll sit in the church, little seats there where people normally sit down and have a chat, and they'll be having a few beers sitting there. Now, if that was you or me or anyone else sitting outside in the public area having a beer, we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, you
know what I mean?
Yeah, the Gardaí would be having a word with you.
Yeah, well, the Gardaí won't even look at them.
Right, okay. And have you got a Garda station in Kinnegad?
We have, but you're lucky if there's anyone there at all.
I see them around the country too. Like there's maybe if they're there once a week, if you're lucky, maybe.
Oh, you'd be blessed to drive by and look in it and drive on then.
Right, okay.
You know, you contact Mullingar Garda station and they'll say, well, there'll be no one available at the moment. It could be a couple of hours or whatever, but you won't see anyone. Now, they were patrolling the town, but the thing was, they were coming in, I say, 10 o'clock and leaving at 4. There was no one around 6, 7 o'clock, people trying to get buses to work. And in the evenings, women getting off the buses and they walked down quiet roads and there was no sign of a guard or nothing around. We were patrolling the town ourselves at the time. A few was from Kinnegad, but we're actually patrolling the roads.
Right, okay.
You know?
See. Yeah, you kind of had to do it yourself.
Yeah, we had to do it ourselves, yeah.
Right, okay. So, look, if you're in the area, if you're feeling like no matter where you're from, if you want to go down to Kinnegad and show the support for the people of Kinnegad, show the support for the people of Ireland, get down there and support them tomorrow at 7 p.m. At the church there. Bring your flags, bring your family, bring your friends. We will be sending someone down there to do a live stream to bring as many eyes on it as possible to raise awareness about what's happening. So is anything else there that's happened in the town, Michael? Like, how's the town changed, say, from like 20 years ago? You know, compared to now, like, what is the change in the attitude and the feel of the town?
Oh, it's completely different.
Right.
You can walk down, people talk to each other and everything else, and now you're walking down, you're keeping your head down because you don't know who you're going to meet or anything else. It's just completely changed. The whole town has completely changed here in Kinnegad. From a happy little town to just everyone is kind of keeping to themselves and low key around the town. Right. They'll normally be buzzing this time of night, people out walking and everything else.
Yeah.
I'm actually sitting outside the hotel here now, and there's no one. Now, to tell you the truth, the patrol car is just after passing, and they looked at me sitting in the car on the phone and never looked towards the building at all.
Yeah, they were more suspicious of you.
Yeah, and me sitting here outside on the phone, yeah.
Right, okay. I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Right, okay. Aye, so, and when you're walking about the town, when you've called this protest, you've had the courage and the balls, I suppose, to say, look, I'm going to do something here. I'm a fella from Kinnegad. I'm concerned about my children, my grandchildren, and you've called, you set up a Facebook page as well, or a Facebook group.
I did, yeah.
Aye, so if people want to go join that, they can. Kinnegad says.
Oh, they can, yeah. It's wide open, and I've been protesting since 2020 from the start.
Right. Okay.
In Dublin. I've been at Lone, I've been all over Ireland, Cork, I've been everywhere protesting. And it was actually a friend of mine put up on the Facebook page, is there a group in Kinnegad? Kinnegad says no, enough is enough. And I was at a soccer game with a young fella and I thought, it's about time now I came from the shadows to back and just done something about this.
Yeah. Oh, hi, you're right, absolutely.
I done the YouTube or the page, TikTok page. I never done one before. The only set up the phone for me, and it was just unbelievable. The comments, the likes, the shares, and everything I got off other people.
Yeah,
supporting this.
See, people were probably waiting for somebody to do something. People are always afraid to stand up and take the lead, but you had the courage to do it, and people were probably just very happy that you did it.
I just finally got the balls to do something now. That was it. I was normally marching with other people, protesting and everything else, and you know yourself, you'd be seen there on TikTok and everything else, and I didn't give a shite. And I just said, it's about time now I done something in this town. I'm here long enough.
Good man. You're from Kinnegad your whole life, are you?
No, I moved here 44 years ago.
You're there long enough, I know.
Long enough. I was only living 4 kilometres down the road, and then we moved to Kinnegad.
Right. Okay. Good man. Good man.
Yeah.
Look, I'm very grateful for you coming on so late at night. And
thank you for inviting me on now.
No problem at all. It's my duty as an Irish patriot, an Irish nationalist, to support all local towns in Ireland. No, your town is every bit as important as my town in Castlevin. And
Aye.
Like I've been, before I brought you on live there, I've been like asking all the big people on like Twitter and stuff and Facebook to promote all these protests. Like, this isn't my protest, this is Kinnegad's protest. So I've sent them that picture. Let me see, I'll bring it up here now. This image here, this is the advert, I suppose. Kinnegad says enough is enough. Thursday the 19th of June meeting at the church. I've sent this image and with some text about it and asking them all to share it. I'm hoping they do share it now, but I don't see why they don't. A lot of these people just share the big protest in Dublin. That's the protest that's the protest that needs the least promotion, because we know there's going to be tens of thousands of people on the streets.
Yeah.
But it's the places like Kinnegad, the places like Ardee, small towns that need support.
Small towns like that, yeah, exactly.
So I'm hoping now. Kinnegad's County West. Yeah, where exactly is Kinnegad?
It's on the border of Meath and Westmeath. It's between Mullingar and Kilcock.
Right. Okay.
And if you're going the other way, it's in the centre where the M4 meets the M6.
Now you say Kilcock, Kildare?
Kilcock, and then you come back, head and say for the Midlands.
Right, okay.
And you'll meet it. We're not that far away from Kilcock either. I'm after up there at Kilcock there now the other evening.
So Kilcock are protesting there as well about a proposed iPass centre as well. No, every town in Ireland is under siege here.
Oh, they are now, yeah. Every one of them. There's no getting away from it. There's no escaping it.
Yep, absolutely.
People think, it won't come to our little village, it won't come to my door. It will come to your door. It will come to your village.
It will, 100%. It is, if it's not already there.
Oh, that's it, exactly, yeah. Doesn't matter how big or small of a town it is. It's going to come to your door.
Yeah, 100%.
And people have to realise that and be ready for it. Because if they leave it too late, they'll be gang raped on it. They'll be that money to put in.
Yeah, look, I'm very grateful for you coming on, having the courage to stand up for your local town. Hopefully you get a good crowd tomorrow. I'm hoping people share it out there now. So, like, at least people listening to this, the least you can do is share it out there, try and get the message out there, raise awareness about what's happening. So get down to Kinnegad tomorrow, 7 p.m. Have many of the locals in Kinnegad said they're going to be down there and supporting you? Yeah,
I've an awful lot of locals. I've people from Killucan, Raharney, Mullingar, Milltown Pass, Rocherbridge, all the little villages around. Ballynabracky, Ballyboggin, all places like that. All the little places are coming together to meet in Kinnegad tomorrow evening.
Would Kinnegad be like one of the bigger towns in that wee cluster of?
Would be, yeah.
Would be,
yeah.
Right, because that's kind of the main town. Right, okay.
That's the main town for all these little villages. Yeah.
Good. No, hopefully the people there in that area get out there and support the people of Kinnegad. Look, is there anything else you want to say now about the protest tomorrow, or anything else you want to say now before I let you get
Just
back?
hopefully we get a good crowd here tomorrow evening. Now, it's not just because of these lads here either. It's what's going on with the government and everything else that we're trying to promote as well.
Yes.
That people are aware of, and just let the government know we're not going to put up with it anymore.
Okay. And are
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I know. Are you going for a march, or are you just having a couple of talks, speeches at the church?
Well, there's no speeches planned as such. If people want to get up and talk, they're more than welcome and free to say what they have to say.
Right. Okay.
You know, that way I've just left it to the people in the town themselves.
Yeah.
You know.
Let them say let them say whatever they want to say.
Let them get their feelings out.
Yeah.
And everybody's aware then of everybody else, and we all have the same feelings and everything else. We're all on the one page, and then we'll take it from there.
Good stuff. No, that was great. Hopefully we'll have a good turnout tomorrow, and I'll be broadcasting live from Kinnegad tomorrow as well.
Ah, brilliant! Absolutely marvelous.
No problem, man. If you see my cameraman, just go over. If you can maybe ask a few lads to speak on camera, I'd really appreciate it too, because it's very good to
indeed,
have. It's good just to have good interactions one-on-one too.
Oh yeah, it is brilliant. Yeah, people will, no problem at all. Of course, will.
Brilliant. Hey, Mike, I'll let you go anyway. Thanks again for coming on.
No, thank you very much, sir.
God bless you. Hey, see you there.
Take care. Bye.
All right, everybody. That was Michael from Kinnegad. Well done to him for having the courage, the bravery, the balls to stand up for his town. Say enough is enough. Well done to him. I hopefully now you just get out there now and support the people of Kinnegad. We will be broadcasting live here tomorrow from 7 p.m. roughly, maybe a little bit beforehand. Michael sounds like a great man. Absolutely, well done, that man. Says Streaky Bacon. Bless Kinnegad. Says Barn. So okay, protest time, right? Where's the next protest? So Kinnegad tomorrow, 7 p.m. Dublin this Sunday at 2 p.m. And then we're thinking the following weekend there's going to be at least one protest, one in Drogheda. I think it's a Saturday, so we'll keep an eye out in that as well. I'm trying to cover all these protests, trying to support them, trying to promote them. There's one then in Roscommon, like the first weekend or second weekend of July. Yes, we'll be covering that as well. So we're covering as much of these protests as possible, trying to raise awareness for the people of Ireland. You know, I've got a pretty big platform, so I'm going to use that to promote all these protests all over Ireland. To do my best, you know. And let's see. Hopefully now, hopefully the other influencers share these protests. Like, it can't be just me; it has to be other people as well. Frank Barnes is a true Westmeath man you had on. Yep, he was a good man, that fella. Well done, Michael. So how's everybody doing the live chat? John Molson sent me a message there. Wonder if he want to come on for 10 minutes. He might be listening. You'd probably rather listen to him than listen to me. Let's see what he has to say. Number 1 in the live chat, if you want to have John Wilson come on. Number 2, if you do not want him to come on. And now the poll there, 178 people have voted. And I asked, should all large Irish influencers promote all protests across Ireland? 96% said yes. So the people of Ireland have spoken. 96%, so it's a resounding yes. 96%. I've got a text. Yep, let's bring John Wilson on. He's ready to go. So yeah, Drogheda, I should be at Drogheda. We're going to bring flags, we're going to bring banners, we're going to bring placards, we're going to bring live streams, broadcasts. We're going to do everything we can to promote these protests. Bring on John Wilson. Mr. Wilson, yeah, John Wilson. Let's bring him on here. Let's mute John's end while I give him a call. Ringing there now. Once he answers, I'll unmute John. Here we go. John, thanks so much for joining us.
No problem. I'm going to just say I was listening to Michael there, and I want to commend him for organising the protest tomorrow, because you have a lot of people, you know what I mean, are well intentioned, but they don't have the courage to do what Michael is doing. And it's important to remember that the longest journey starts with a single step.
Aye, that's a very good, very prophetic there. Very, that's like something out of Proverbs, John. Very, very good.
Well, I don't profess to be a prophet, but anyhow, that's a fact. The longest journey begins. You know, the longest journey starts with a single step.
Yeah, good man. I don't mean to put you on your spot. How are you? You're going down tomorrow now, or you're not going to give a rousing speech down there, John?
Well, I intend to travel to Kinnegad. I intend to travel to Kinnegad tomorrow evening. I just heard Michael talking there. I actually turned on your live stream by accident. But anyhow, yes, I intend to travel to Kinnegad tomorrow.
100%. No, good man. Look, we need as many people down there supporting Kinnegad as possible. Good man for John Wilson for going down there, and if anybody else wants to go down there, get yourselves down there to Kinnegad. Look, we'll be sending someone there to do a broadcast, hopefully do a live stream. No, the fella's already said he will get down there, so that's fantastic. And I'm trying to think of anything else. Look, let's get involved. And share these streams everywhere, people, and share this here link here. Kinnegad says no. Share that image. It's on Facebook. Trying to get as many people sharing as possible, trying to get the numbers out. So John, anything happen in your neck of the woods? Are you going to this protest, I suppose, in Dublin on Sunday?
Yes, Niall, I am travelling up. There's a bus going from Carrymacross, and which will hopefully pick up some people in RD also. I'm going to drive up myself. I think it's important we should mention the decision of our traitorous government to purchase the City West hotel complex. Yes. And people should remember that that complex includes 50 acres of land, and they spent almost 150 million euro of Irish taxpayers' money to purchase that premises, and they fully intend to spend, billions of euro of Irish taxpayers' money to develop that site, because they will be able to put a lot of bogus asylum seekers on 50 acres of land. It will be, I would say, when the complex has been fully developed, it will be the largest plantation centre in Ireland. I would say one of the largest plantation centres in all of Europe and in the world also.
Yeah, it's absolutely disgraceful what the government have done. They've bought that for 148 million euro, was it? And
148.2 million euro of Irish taxpayers' money, almost 150, I'd say, when the purchase is completed, it'll be closer to 150 million euro, Niall. This is, the government are doubling down. They have no intention of stopping the invasion of our country. I saw Jim O'Callaghan and the other minister yesterday. They looked, they were in effect telling the Irish people, we don't care how much you protest. Irish people are going to be a minority in our own country within a short amount of time, and there is nothing that we can do about it. That's the kind of message that those ministers delivered yesterday. And that's the minister from the government. They don't care how much we protest. They're fully intend, their intention is to continue down this crazy road of mass uncontrolled immigration into Ireland. And it's us, it's up to us, the people of Ireland, to stop them.
100%, John. This is what I always ask people too, who are maybe on the fence about immigration. We need these people into the country. Is there any limit to immigration? There's never any talk about an upper limit. It's just uncontrolled mass immigration.
There is no upper limit, Niall. What we're witnessing is an invasion of our country, mass uncontrolled immigration into Ireland, from cultures that are not compatible to our culture, that will never be compatible with our culture. These people do not subscribe to Western values, and they will never subscribe to Western values. But our government are doubling down, Niall, and they have no intention. To date, they have ignored the protests. They have ignored the will of the majority of the people. Successive surveys have shown that many opinion polls have shown that between 70 and 80% of our people are opposed to this craziness. They're opposed. Irish people, up to 75% of Irish people are opposed to the mass uncontrolled immigration into Ireland. Our government are not listening, Niall. They are not listening, Niall. And I'm looking forward to the protest, on next Sunday in Dublin. I hope we get in excess of 50,000 people in attendance. I want to see over 1 million people in attendance, but if we get the same numbers we got the last day, that'd be fantastic. But we have to put, if we don't put a coherent, if we don't put a coherent leadership structure in place, in this movement, a lot of the goodwill that we have seen, and a lot of the people that are full of positivity now, that positivity will evaporate, and that's what I'm afraid of. Yeah. We have the momentum at the moment. We have momentum now to keep going. The numbers of people that are willing to come out and put their heads above the parapet and protest against what's happening, against the destruction of our country. It's fantastic to see, to see the positivity. But we need to get structured. We need a coherent leadership structure. We can't just walk up to the top of the mountain and walk back down again. We have to put plans in place. We have to start a campaign of civil disobedience at the very, very least. And I believe, the Conservative, the attack by the lackey journalists and News Talk, the journalists that condemn the use of the tricolour, and they call the use of the tricolour, the actions of the far right. Those people have to be held to account.
I heard them disgusting comments. Was it on News Talk? I think they actually deleted that post after they got such backlash. They actually said that, no, for those of you who are unfamiliar, very popular and mainstream media outlets said that, the use of the Irish national flag, the Irish tricolour, is, only the far right are using it now, and we need to get it back. And if you drive past a house and they're flying the tricolour, you're inclined to think that they're racist. This is the it's disgusting what they're trying to propagate to the Irish people.
I mean, listen, they didn't hide the fact. They came out straight and said, there was one journalist on there. Is it Sean Defoe? He said that when he sees the tricolour flying outside the house, he thinks that the people in the house are racist.
Yeah.
And end the story. Far right and racist. That is despicable. That's despicable. That's despicable.
They're coming out with all these. It's a coordinated attack on the Irish people, particularly Irish nationalists like ourselves. And like Micheál Martin has come out and just completely rewritten Irish history, saying that Irish nationalism back in 1916 was like a multicultural, plural. Sure. The whole idea is that it wasn't like a narrow ideology. And now he's come out and said that the Irish are not indigenous. We're actually a load of mongrels. I never heard of anything more offensive in all my life.
Yeah, no. He doesn't believe in our form of in backward sovereignty. He's been totally captured. He's a globalist. He doesn't care about Ireland.
Yeah, but he supports sovereignty for the Ukraine, though.
Oh no, he's concerned about the borders of other countries, but he's not concerned about the sanctity of the Irish borders. You know what I mean? No, he's not. No. And he doesn't hide the fact. He's basically told us that. He doesn't care what we think. We can march all we like, but at the end of the day, our treacherous government are not going to stop. They won't be happy until Irish people are a minority in our own land. That's where we're heading. And as I gave the example in RD, just to take a look at what's happened to the Unionist and Loyalist people in Northern Ireland. They were a majority back in 1998, and they are no longer a majority. So I mean that's the same road we're on.
Yeah,
we don't have to look too far for examples of what a short time frame can do to a population.
I've a question for you. Just came in my head there. When you first heard them remarks made by Micheál Martin that the Irish are mongrels, I'm going to preface that question with you and your speeches. You talk about the Irish race, that we are an ethnic group, but the indigenous people of this land. What was your initial thoughts to them comments? Because you can articulate these things better than me. What was your initial thoughts?
This is a live broadcast, so I have to really.
You have to be careful.
I have to be careful what I say about Mr. Martin. Let's put it this way. I don't condone violence of any sort, but let's put it this way. I believe that when Micheál Martin finally retires and settles back into a life of retirement, I believe that Micheál Martin will require a level of security never before afforded to an ex-Taoiseach of Ireland. And I'm somebody, I don't condone violence of any description, but he is the leader of a government that are leading us, that are leading the Irish race towards destruction. Micheál Martin is a globalist. He doesn't give a damn about Ireland or Irish borders. You know what I mean? He just wants to satisfy. And I know this sounds awfully stupid to some people what I'm saying, but he really, you mentioned about the borders of other countries. He doesn't give a damn about Ireland. He doesn't care. He does not care if Irish people become a minority in our own country, strangers in our own land. That's where we're heading. Listen, what was I going to say? Our former Taoiseach, Leo Varadkar, he's recently taken up a big high-paying job in Harvard University. If Leo Varadkar had spent his tenure as Taoiseach, as an Ireland First Taoiseach, he would not have got that job in Harvard. He got that job in Harvard because he toed the globalist line, and he his loyalty was to the European Union and to the
World Economic Forum.
You know what I mean? And to those that are no friends of Ireland. We have no friends in Europe now. I mean, to be honest with you, we hear all this rubbish from our politicians about, we're all one. We're, as members of the European Union, we're all united. We are united as one. But that's utter rubbish. I mean, as I said before, the countries like Greece and Italy, they don't get when the immigration pact takes full effect on the 12th of June next year. Those countries don't care. All they want to do is unload those those asylum seekers or so-called asylum seekers and refugees and ship them off to Ireland. They don't give a damn if by doing that it causes a civil disorder in Ireland. They don't give a damn.
No, of course
they don't care. Right? We are clearly the weakest link in the European chain. Okay, our politicians have made it very clear by their actions, by their words, and by their deeds. I always judge people by their actions, not by their words. Our government are actively promoting the destruction of our proud nation and our proud people. They are actively. They don't give a damn. We are seen as a country that can facilitate and that can accommodate another 5 or 6 million people, right? The Green Party are not hiding this. The Green Party are fully behind and have fully endorsed this. The fact that Ireland can hold another 5 or 6 million people easily. And they quote back to the famine times. Many of these commentators quote back to the famine times when our population was much greater than it is today, right? There are at least 25% of the people living in this country were not born in Ireland. At least 25%. And that's happened really over the last 20 years or so. Like, what's Ireland going to be like in another 20 years? I mean, we can consider the fact that the Irish government document from about 5 or 6 years ago, titled Ireland 2040, that envisages that there will be at least another 1 million people living in Ireland by 2040. And one wouldn't require the investigative skills of Hercule Poirot now to know that over 90+% of those people will not be Irish. They will be foreign nationals. Okay, now that document was published before this influx, before this avalanche of bogus asylum seekers started to descend on Ireland, directly as a result, right? Many of the problems that we're witnessing today are directly as a result of the tweets sent out by Roderick O'Gorman in at least 8 different languages, in which he invited the third world to head to Ireland. They were all promised their own keys to their own apartments and houses by 2024. Okay, that was an act of treachery that people do not realise the damage that Roderick O'Gorman did to this country, right, by sending out those tweets. And in fairness, if I was living in a poor country or in a third world country and I read one of those tweets, I would immediately make my way to the land of milk and honey. Okay, treasure Ireland. That's what we are, treasure Ireland. And all of this bullshit and bluff about, we deported a plane load of asylum seekers, failed asylum seekers back to Georgia, and another plane land to Nigeria. There was a man convicted in Dublin last week of masturbating on a female passenger on a Lewis tram. That man is from Somalia. Will he be deported? The chances of him being deported now are very, very slim, because he will shout and roar, "Oh, I will be killed, I will be tortured, I can't be sent back to Somalia." I don't give a damn where he's from. And I don't care if there was a firing squad waiting on the runway for him when he got back to Somalia. I would kick him back right away. That man has no right to be in this country. He has no right to be here, assaulting and abusing women. He has no right to be here, right? But he's only one of thousands here now. There are thousands of people like him here, right? And unless we can get rid of this treacherous, treasonous government, you know what I mean? This problem is going to get worse. And I heard there's one female commentator. She calls this government a cobbled together government. This is not a cobbled together government now. This is a very, very strong government, and they will be in power for the next 4.5 years at least. And they can do an awful lot of damage in 4.5 years. And that's why we have to ramp up this campaign. We have to develop a strategy. We have to engage in civil disobedience, and we have to start making life very, very, very awkward for our treasonous, treacherous government.
100%. John, look, is there anything else now you want to say before I let you go? I know it's getting late here, and I must have a few things to do before I go to bed tonight.
Well, I just want to encourage anyone listening to head to Kinnegad. I know sometimes it's not easy to travel large distances, but it's very, very important. We just cannot look after our own towns and villages. We have to support others in this campaign. We have to make an effort, and we have to get to as many protests as we possibly can.
100%. John, look, hey, thanks so much for taking the time to call in here tonight, and sure we'll see you. I might see you up on Sunday, hopefully in Dublin.
Hopefully, with the help of God. All right. God bless you.
God bless you, John. Bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody. That was John Wilson there. Thanks so much, John, for coming on. No, when you really use technology, it works fantastic, you know. So well done to John for coming on. Well done to Michael for having the courage to call the protest in Kinnegad. So how's everybody in the live chat? I've been kind of neglecting you a wee bit. I haven't really went to the live chat. Let me see. How's everybody doing? Any questions in the live chat? Please let me know. So the poll now, right? The poll is 329 votes, and I asked everybody, should all large Irish influencers promote all protests across Ireland? 94% said yes. So for some reason, 6% of you said no. I'd love to know why. Why not? Why shouldn't they promote these protests? Maybe it's just Reds in the live chat. John speaks well, absolutely. Mr. Wilson is true. Patriots is Robert Bell. It's okay to neglect me when... What are you on about, Michael Weatherhead? Right. Do you know where to get the flags to send some? I don't actually know. Next protest is on tomorrow, Kinnegad, 7 p.m. Thursday. Next protest after that is Dublin, 2 p.m. on Sunday, 22nd of June. After that, the next protest is in... Not the Saturday week, is in Drogheda. So thanks Sean for moderating. Sheepdog, thank you for moderating. Jason Murray, good man, thanks for joining us. Knights Templars in the live chat there. It's likely protests will get ignored. Yeah, no. Stephen McGuire, Ireland said no. Stop the boats. Someone's in the live chat called Knight Templar. Look, someone asked me there the last day. Niall, are you in the Freemasons? Or are you in the Illuminati? Right. Look, I want to make it clear. I'm not in any of these secret organizations like the Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Knights Templar, or the Skull and Bones, or any other secret societies. No, I'm not on them. So there's a couple of people asked me, and no, I'm not on them. Just there, no, just clear that up. 33, yeah, 33 that's like the Masonic number, isn't it? 33. I'll be at Drogheda protest, Niall. I will see you there. Good stuff, Robert. See them fucking Mason halls, they're fucking everywhere. Sorry for swearing, they're everywhere up here, particularly on Ulster. Every town has a Masonic hall. You see them at every town you go through. You kind of they're hidden, but you see them. They're always there. Okay. Reptilian shapeshifter. It's just Nobby Clark, yeah, reptilian shapeshifter. So look, welcome to the show, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. Look, Shield and Hearn are the sponsors to tonight's show. So let's play this little short clip. My name is Niall McConnell. I'm the leader of Shield and Hearn, Ireland's fastest growing Christian nationalist movement in the whole island of Ireland, and we need you to join our movement now. We are spearheading the campaign against the mass immigration invasion into Ireland. Scroll down below this video, click the link in the description or click the link in the bio to join as a member. You can join from anywhere in the world, Ireland, the UK, Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand, no matter where you are from, join as a member now. What do you get if you join as a member? You get this beautiful lapel badge, you get this Who We Are booklet, you get this freeing proclamation, you get the Irish tricolour flag and much more. Scroll down below this video, click the link now, join as a member now. Ireland needs you. Join the fight back. Stop the mass immigration invasion now. God bless you all, and God save Ireland. So yes, join Shield and Hair now. Scroll down below the video in the description. Join as a member now. Ireland's fastest growing Christian nationalist movement in the whole island of Ireland. So someone asked me how old Cap. How old is Cap? Jeez, he must be 8 years old now. Hold on. He's probably 9, you know. It could be 9 years old. I can't remember now how old he is. He's like 8 or 9. But hey, he's still some dog. He's still some sheepdog. That was Cap there in that video. He's a top dog. I get pretty much I get my father uses Cap the most. It's like when I'm not about, my father can use Cap and that he can do whatever he needs with a dog, you know. Cap's a super dog. Yeah, time for. Remember, I had Cap remember my live streams. I had Cap when he was probably a year old. So how long have I been doing this now? I could find videos, right? Let me see. Right. Let me just for the fun. I'll see if I can find it because all my videos are private. But I can probably find a video, right, of Cap when he was like young. Me and I'll probably look a lot younger too. See now, Cap. One from 2019. This is fun. I remember this one here.
There's no locals.
This is a funny video here. Though. This is like I remember this 2019. A lady from Donegal called in. I used to do like a talk show. This is my different platform here. The Cap looks different here in this. Let me see here now. Right. So let's play this clip. Right. Scab, this is 2019. So this is 6 years ago. So maybe he's not as old as that. Maybe he's only 7 or 8.
There's no locals left in Dungannon.
Oh my
They're
God.
mostly Eastern Europeans and Portuguese. No locals left in Dungannon.
Oh my
They're
God.
mostly Eastern Europeans and Portuguese. There's no locals left in Dungannon.
Oh my
They're
God.
mostly Eastern Europeans and Portuguese.
So that was Cap there. Cap is the main man. I've got another really good dog too, Tara. Time flies, is right. I think I've another videos of Tara not or Tara Cap. Probably do, but probably not like Cap. Yeah, see the more recent videos. Okay. Your hair is a bit different there. He's only popped in. Dungannon, I know. Oh, so look, I forgot to say to you, the latest issue of our Party newspaper, The Irish Patriot, has arrived. So let me just play that. I uploaded a wee clip there yesterday, and the signs have come out. Let me know in the live chat what you all think of the signs. I'm very happy with them. Just let me know what you think in the live chat about this video here. I'm very happy with all the work we did yesterday. Let's see here now. Right, everybody, the latest issue of our party newspaper, The Irish Patriot, has just arrived. That's the first 5,000 of 50,000 newspapers that we have just got delivered to HQ. And look what else we've got. We've got the new signs as well. Get them out. Cade Mila Slanawalla, Stop the Invasion, Gael Not for Sale, Deport All Foreign Criminals. And they're actually done front and back. Ireland belongs to the Irish. What does this one say? Ireland is full. Get them out. Faith, family, nation. So we'll be heading down to Dublin this coming Sunday, 22nd of June. We'll be handing out probably 10,000 newspapers for free, of course, but we need people's help. I'll be at the Garden of Remembrance probably half an hour early. I'll be probably standing around here now. I'll show you on the screen. So come and help me, hand out the papers. We need as much people handing out the papers as possible. We'll be giving out these signs for free as well. Each sign costs us €10, and we'll be putting them up on our shop at no cost price. So if you just want to bring them down to your local town when there's a protest happening, you're more than welcome to use them. We've got very high quality, professional ones done. And also we've got this Ireland is Full banner, 14 foot wide, 4 foot high. No, I can't roll it out because it's that big, but you get the idea. And here's the flags. We're just doing up flags right now. Irish tricolours, Erin go Bra, Irish Republic, 4 provinces. We're doing up hundreds of flags now, ready for Saturday. So look, this is what we're doing. This is what we're involved in. We're working hard here all day. And when people ask me the question now, why do you do fundraising? Well, this is it here. You see it here, all the signs. Ireland's only Irish national newspaper, the Irish Patriot. So when you chip in, when you join as a member, you're supporting our work, handing out flags for free, giving out signs for free, giving out papers for free, all for the betterment of our country. So that's why you should join our political movement, Shield na HÉireann, Ireland's fastest growing Christian nationalist movement in the whole island of Ireland. Scroll down below the video, click the link in the description, join as a member now. What will you get if you join as a member? You get this beautiful box, this beautiful Shield na HÉireann badge. You'll get the framed proclamation. You'll get this Who We Are booklet and much more. So scroll down below the video, click on the membership button, join now from anywhere in the world. You can join from Ireland, UK, Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand. No matter where you're from, join as a member now. Support our work. We will be in Dublin this coming Sunday at the protest, so support our work. Make sure you share these videos with all your friends and family, everybody. Signs look great. I'm really happy with it. The paper looks fantastic. So I'll leave you all there, everybody. God bless you all. Erin go Bra. So there you go, everybody. That was... Oh, God. Who listened to Alan Parsons Project there? Anybody listen to Alan Parsons Project? He was like... I think he did like the sound engineering for Pink Floyd. I used to listen to when I was younger, and they popped into my head and I was listening to them. Anybody know who Alan Parsons Project is? I think there's played in the background. Hope I don't get a copyright strike now. Cause they're I'd be surprised if many people do. Alan Parsons Project. Hello from a German. Come and join the party. The memberships pack is great. So yeah, like as I was saying there in that video we posted yesterday, like 50,000 newspapers arrived yesterday. We were handballing them from our headquarters into the storage room. You know, it took a lot of work and effort. We were doing up flags. You know, how it takes a lot of work behind the scenes. And that's when like people don't do it. You know, it just takes a lot of hard work. And then like this, getting the signs made too. They got delivered. We're bringing them up to the protest. Like the sign, like I'm not lying to you, right? The signs themselves cost us €10 delivered. Now they're laminated and done both sides, so we'll be giving them away for free actually at protest. But no, if someone wants to bring them down to the local town for protest, I'll make them available cost price on the shop. We don't want to make any money. We're just looking to professionalize these protests. You know, that's why we hand out flags for free. We give out the Irish Patriot newspaper for free. For example, this latest issue of our party newspaper, we talk a lot about legal immigration. That is the biggest problem. 90+% of 90+% of migrants coming into Ireland are coming here legally. You know, we'll be handing out 10,000 papers. Oh, that's another thing, right? So let me see here now. We will be we'll be in Dublin right this Sunday as well, and we're looking for people to support, like hand out papers. It's actually a very stressful day for me because I'm trying to hand out tons and tons of papers, and it's just stressful. I'll be at the Garden of Remembrance with the big trolley full of papers, and we're looking for as many people as possible to hand out the paper. Just come and take a handful of papers, hand them out. It'll help me a lot, alright? So why? So like that's what I was saying. Like if you support our work, if you want to join as a member, you should support our flag fund, our newspaper fund. Like that's where all the money goes. Any money that comes in goes straight back out again into the movement. You know, unfortunately, the far left, the George Soros types, they have unlimited funding. So like, what's wrong with the right wing or the so-called Irish nationalists raising a little bit of money to put the money to good use? You know, every donation that comes in goes straight back out into the movement. As you can see, you know, like I'll be going out to Dublin this Saturday. We'll be covering the protest tomorrow in Kinnegad live on the show at 7 p.m. The following week we'll be going to Drogheda and probably another protest in Dundalk. And then the following week we'll be going down to Roscommon. So these are the protests that are coming up. We'll be covering them all. We'll be giving it free flags, free banners, free placards, free papers, doing pre-record interviews, doing live streams, and promoting it, bringing on the organisers of all the protests on the show. Who else is doing that? Who else is doing that? You know what I mean? That's why we need your support. So why? Scroll down below this video.
My name is Niall McConnell.
So why? This is the membership pack here. Join as a member. Get this beautiful badge. This Who We Are booklet. This frame proclamation. This Irish tricolour flag. And this membership card. That's joining as a member. And you can join from anywhere in the world. Ireland, UK, Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand. No matter where you're from. Scroll down below this video. Join as a member now. Get involved in real life political action. Support our work. Okay, everybody, that's it for me tonight. We will see us all again tomorrow live from Kinnegad, so make sure you tune in, alright? I'm going to leave it there, everybody. God bless us all. Aaron go bra.